Today, live from the DCHL Rockville Michael and Spun Sportsplex. We've got street hockey, ball hockey. We've got Sharks hockey versus Gwendolyn's hockey. I'm getting started today. Got a starting lineup of Michael Lindenbaum, Sean Kelly, and Lindsay Hightower. Dropping in for the Sharks win the face-off, and Dennis, the goalie, makes a steal and runs down, and they clear the zone. Quickly turned around, ball ping-ponging around in the mid between the blue lines, but Michael Lindenbaum gets control and tries to enter the zone, and does. Smacks it down to the corner, and here we go. Ball down deep in the corner, gets centered off, and trying to decide what to do about how to center the ball up to our team, but it gets out of the zone. Number 27, Jean-Michael throws it across to Lina, being pursued by the Gwendolyn Knights. Jake takes control, but goes off the shin pad of Sean Kelly. We got a quick entry to the zone and pump it down below to Trish, over to Dennis, who takes a quick shot but gets deflected, staves the zone, and Michael takes control and lobs it out. Sean Kelly sends it back up and they dump in deep. Michael with control behind the net, trying to look for somebody open. Teamed up on his D and throws it up to the point, and the point slaps it down to the corner, off goal. Gwendolyn takes control in the corner and slings it out. They call no touching, and it's a tie on the race here. We've got Trisha running to the wall to get the ball. She throws it across the middle, and Dennis runs to the corner to try to track it down. Got a couple in the slot, with the Sharks playing some good D and ping it out. Becca with a quick trap down here, and she is able to clear the zone and throw it across. That's number 13, Chris. Not quite sure whether we got a whistle first or not on that. Looks like we got a whistle. Not a goal. Not a goal. So what do we got here? We got a puck drop here. Chris versus Cena. And that never hit the ground, so that's going to be a face-off violation. Ball coming back down. We've got Becca, Zach, and Chris in for the Sharks. Becca takes control and slings it down, but gets intercepted. Gets it in the zone and quickly out. Ball in deep, battled in the corner. Lina knocks it back down to the corner in deep. Carolyn tries to chip it out, but Becca steals it. Jake's got it tied up in his feet. Lina saves the zone. Down to Becca and across, but Cena steals it. Far long wall pass. And it just slips the zone. Over to Carolyn, and she chips it off the wall. Looks like Sheik has got a quick play on it, but doesn't get his handle. Cena throws it in, and it's off the wall and in deep. Not on goal, so that'll be icing. We get a quick shift change here in both teams. Entering the game here, we've got John Chick and what do we have here? Lawrence Neubauer coming in on defense. Dave from the point throws one in, doesn't quite get it on goal. And now we've got the Gwendolyn Knights battling down in the corner with the Sharks. Sharks maintain control and don't quite get the zone. And along comes Neubauer. He's a defender, so he might hold up. He does. He throws it in. We got Lena down low. David fighting for the ball down in the corner. John Chick makes a move to the wall. Smacks it on goal, but it goes behind. Neubauer collects it, trying to decide quite what to do. He's looking for the point, but he throws it to Trish by mistake here. Hold the zone, and it's still in. Neubauer's got the ball back against the wall, fighting against Jason Stichka. It's cross pass, and it's a battle in the zone. Trying to decide who's going to take control of this ball. That's a high stick, but it doesn't get called. Dennis with a quick move down the ice, throws it across the middle to no one, unfortunately. And we got John Chick clearing the ball up the zone, but it slips away. Jason Stitcher with a quick shot, and Becca rounds it up. Now a little battle on the wall between blue and white. Goes behind, and the goalie takes a swap at it. Jason's got a quick shot on goal, batted away. And the ball clears the zone. This is going to be an icing. So we got fresh legs entering the game. We got the first line back in, Michael, Sean, and Lindsay. And we've got Sheik and Lena in on D. The Gwendolyn Knights get some fresh legs in too. Let's see what can happen here. Not quite sure what they didn't like there, but apparently he got bounced from the face-off. Dennis does not win it, and Michael scoops it up and goes. A little trouble entering the zone, but he gets it in, looking to peel it off across the middle, and he turns and shoots. Doesn't quite get the handle on it. Back in the corner, Michael's got the ball, trying to look to feed from behind. Inching out of the corner, and around he goes. Back up top to Hightower, and Hightower can't quite get it on goal. And we get a shot down low. Oh, and it's a goal for Michael. I know it's Lindenbaum, just sounded better. Michael being a little scrappy in front of the goal there, picking up an open goal off a rebound. Ball's in, and the Gwendolyn is off and throws it on goal. She gets a big chip at it and throws it back up to Michael, who gives himself a little self-pass. But he doesn't quite get there in time, but he scoops it back up and throws it to the middle of the goal. And Gwendolyn Knights throw it all the way back down on goal. Could have been icing, but he touched it. Sheik's got the ball in the corner, looks to feed it off the wall, and it's intercepted by the Lady Knight. Controlling in the corner, looking to throw it to the point, but Hightower intercepts and chips it down. Michael Lindenbaum saves the zone, throws it back down to the corner in deep. Hightower gets in and hustles it on Jake, and again, Lindenbaum saves it in the zone. Getting knocked around, and the Knights take control, but Hightower intercepts and takes control of the ball again. And it saves the zone by Sheik. Nope. Sud says it was out. Sheik takes it down behind and tries to chuck it across the middle. Hightower gets in the zone, throws it over to Michael, but Jake steps up and puts a foot on it and puts a stop to that zone entry. But off, Lindenbaum's got it again. Trying to get a shot on goal, he backhands it, and big save by the Gwendolyn Knights. We got some fresh legs coming into the game here. We got Zach, Chris, and Becca in on defense. We've got Allison and Jean-Michel. Big hustle down. Jean-Michael scoops it up, throws it across the middle, but Cena intercepts and throws it right down the middle on goal. Trisha goes to the corner and gets it. Battling Allison, who has a quick takeaway. Dennis hauls it to the corner and throws a hip into the corner. He and Allison are battling for the ball in the corner. Great centering pass by Dennis, but no one was home. Becca throws it down deep, and that's going to be icing. Jake ran that down before she could get to it. We'll get a face-off down here in the Shark zone. Glove side drop. Let's see what Gwendolyn Knights can do. Can they win the face-off and get a quick one to Dave? We shall see. Nope, it goes back to the Sharks. Trying to control it on the boards. Throws across to the middle to Dennis, who couldn't quite get a handle on that. And we got running it down here. Zach fighting for the ball. Trying to decide what to do. He throws it to the point, and Allison smacks it back in on goal. But that's a quick rebound. Allison smacks it a second time. And a third time. And Becca takes a swap at it too. Sharks doing a good job holding the zone, but David at Alshaluter throws it down with Dennis, who is faster than the average goalie playing out. He tries to throw it to the middle. Nothing, no one's home. Ball comes up top. Heather Sprague takes a swap at it, but the Sharks clear the zone. Cena turns it back around, throws it in the feet, and off to the races we go. Almost a shot on goal, but it got tied up in some feet. Quick point shot, nice pass back to the point man, Zach. But he didn't get it in, so he got it on goal. With another will lean against the wall, back down and deep in the corner. What are we gonna do? Another quick shot off to Zach, not in. Becca takes control and dumps it in deep. She gets another chance to do something with it and throws it across the middle. Dennis tries to clear, but Allison keeps it in. Ping pong match here with Allison Rapp today. It seems like everything she hits goes right back to her. And the Knights elect to freeze the ball and get some fresh legs. After all that offensive pressure, they're feeling a little winded apparently. So we got fresh legs in. We have Lawrence Neubauer, John Chick, Cena, and Hightower. Lennon Nguyen ready to take a shot here. We got John, and it gets bounced around. Lennon comes down to the point, scoop it up, and throws it back down the wall. To Hightower. Hightower throws it across the middle, and a quick shot. Doesn't quite make it. Good try for John Chick though. And we got Jason, doesn't quite get it out. He gets another shot at it, but it gets away from him. He's going to turn the corner and throw it against the wall. It's still hung up in mid, and the Sharks dump it back in, and the ever-speedy, always speedy, Sheik runs with the ball. John battling for the ball at midfield and keeps it in the zone. Back down to Heather Sprague, who scoops it up and throws it up the wall. Still stuck in the zone though. Sharks throw it across the far wall. Scooped up by Jason Stitcha, who's going to clear the zone. He dumps it in, but Sheik quickly turns the ball back around and down in the zone for the Sharks. Looking around the corner, digging. Where are we going to go? Nothing at the point, so he tries to throw it up, but Jason is going to clear the zone, it looks like, but the Sharks barely keep it in. Throw it back to Jason, who's going to clear the zone now. Entering the zone, he throws it on goal, and it just gets disregarded according to Jason fighting for the ball, sends it over to Jake, who takes one on the goal. Nice sturdy shot, but doesn't hit the mark. And Jason Stitcher with another wrister, doesn't quite get it in. Sharks everywhere, but none are biting. Hightower against the wall, and we've got a call over here. Looks like a little slash outside the play. Little extracurricular happening here after the play. Suds is going to come in and make the call to the bench. Not quite clear who he called that on. Looks like they called it on the Sharks. Not quite sure, but we got 4-on-5 here. The Sharks have to defend the goal, and they win the face-off, but the Sharks step up and smack it all the way down. No icing since we got a penalty play here. And Jake tries to get it back up ice quickly with the end of the period. Nothing, oops, no, I take that back. 0-1. We've got the Street Sharks with 1 goal. Thanks to Michael Lindenbaum with all the hustle in front of the goal. We got our friends down here, the Gwendolyn Knights. The Blue Knights, a recently reconstituted team. They've had a lot of turnover since last season based on the fact that a number of their players have moved up on skill level and had to switch teams. So we got some new faces in the field here. And over here for the Street Sharks, we got a pretty much maintained team from last season. And we've got Suds giving some additional instruction on how to properly take a face-off. And Lindenbaum and team starting lineup will slip back out here onto the surface for the play. No, I take that back. We got line 2. Zach, Chris, and Becca starting the second period. On defense, we've got Allison and Lindenbaum stepping in for some defense. Looks like he's out for the power play. Forgot about that. Starting the second period, still with time on the clock for the power play. And the Knights dump it in. Dennis has got the ball, and he's trying to get it down in the zone, but Lindenbaum smartly picks it up and clears it all the way down. David A. picks up the ball and is walking it up. They got a power play. He's got to do something with it, and he's going to shoot it on goal all the way down. Trish picks it up off the wall, and she's trying to send it over to Dan, but fumbles that. And it's stepped up. Jeff picks up the ball, and Dennis runs to the corner to clean up the mess. Throws it to the point, and David Alschluter has a chance, but he gets a little tied up in his ankles here. Michael sends it all the way down to kill some time on the clock. Had the Sprague back to pick up the ball, looking up ice, sends it over the middle to Jeff, in deep, but it gets away, and David has to clean up the mess back down here in the corner. Sends it up quickly to Dennis, who throws it down and runs it down to the corner. Looking across the middle, trying to get a quick shot here before the time expires in the penalty kill. And that'll probably about do it. Shot on goal. Dennis sends it over to Jeff, who's got to take a quick shot, and it ricochets off Allison's knees. David throws it in deep, sends it across the middle. Looks like Trish has a chance to take a shot. Throws it over to Dennis. Oh, and he one-times it. Great shot, not on goal. Oh, and that looks like that might slip through. And it did. A squeaker between the pads. I think that's a goal. But Suds, he doesn't. Looks like the goalie, Scott, was able to pinch the legs together just enough to keep it out. And looks like they're trying to get a sub in that Michael shuns and sends back to the bench. Becca trying to clear the zone and does. Gets it off Heather. And back into the zone, Jeff Zweig. He's going to take another wrister that goes on goal. And another shot that does not go on goal. Tricia runs to the wall to pick it up, slings it across to Dennis, and oh, if he could have shot that right away, he had a wide open goal. But didn't quite have his handle on it. Tricia saves the zone, and then it gets around, and Michael Lindenbaum looking for a fast break, but doesn't quite pull it off, but dumped down the wall to Becca. Becca slings it across the middle, but intercepted by David. He doesn't let that get to the crease. Pretty tight game here, pretty evenly matched. Lena slings it over to Becca, who dumps it back in the zone, and Lindenbaum comes back and tags up to get the zone. Looks like a little confusion on the Knights' part. Couldn't decide who wanted the ball. We got a quick throw on goal across the middle. Nothing happening there, though. Lindenbaum turns and wrists it across the middle to his other winger, back across to the wall, and throws it up top, and the Knights clear the zone. There's a lot of good pressure by the Sharks, and they're trying to get right back in there. Down here to 13 Versailles, but turn right back around. Ping pong match here. Dumped down by Wamble. He throws it to the corner, and in pursuit are the Knights. Off the wall, Cena smartly keeps it in with a hand, and I don't know why he's got a hand up. Looks like they're going to call something. Not clear on what the delay penalty is for, but they're calling something. High stick, which is confusing to me because Cena jumped and knocked it down with his hand. But apparently that was the call. Can't say I agree with that call, but you never do agree with all the calls the refs make. He did swap it down with his hand, and nonetheless, the Sharks are up on a power play, 4-5. Hightower takes a swap at it. Zach takes a swap at it. Everybody takes a swap at it. Nobody gets it in the zone, but Hightower tries to control and doesn't get a handle. Throws it in deep, and Carolyn scoops it to the corner to try to get it up the wall. But Sheik up, whiffs on the ball. He had a shot to take from the point, but now he's going to walk it back in the zone. We got everybody standing on the line responsibly, not entering the zone yet. We got Jake down to the bottom. Looks like he's going to try to clear it, and whiffs on that, but we're going to have another dump the zone. Sheik tips it over his stick, and he goes to collect it from the corner. Sheik comes walking up. Looks like he's going to dump down to the wall, and he does. Hightower to Zach, to Hightower, and stays in the zone. Quick shot, not on goal. But they collect it down in the corner, throws it across the middle. That gets tipped by Jake and down to Carolyn, who's trying to get it back up the wall. We got Zach high on the wall, quickly scoops it and throws it down, and Linda goes and collects it in the zone. Not quite sure what to do with it, but dumps it down the wall. Throws it across, and a little loose on the handle, ends up chucking it all the way to the far corner. We got a hustle behind the goal. We got 2 Sharks and 2 Knights down below the line. Looks like Jake's going to scoop it up and smartly throws it cross ice and all the way down, and that'll probably just about kill the penalty. Looks like Sheik is going to scoop it up, and we got a rapidly running goalie playing out. Dennis. 8-7-6-5-4. Allison Rapp throws it down. And looks like one attempt to clear. Gets stuck here at midfield. But Jason Stitcher off the bench comes in and throws it down. And Dennis rapidly runs to the corner. Looks to throw it behind, but lifts it a little too high. And the Sharks are back on the move to clear the zone. Walking it up, across the middle line, throws it down to the corner, not on goal. And we're gonna have Bill is gonna freeze this up so we can get some fresh legs off the bench. All even here, still 1-0 with 8 minutes left to go in the second. We've got Neubauer ready for the face-off, and just behind him is Becca looking to take a shot. And she takes a swap at it, but doesn't get it down. Ends up in the corner, and we've got a Shark battling a Knight. John Chick against a couple Chicks. A couple ladies, that is. Battling the ball. And almost out of the zone, but not quite. We've got Jake going to turn it around and take it behind, and he's going to dodge Becca and get it to the wall. Dennis clears the zone, and looks like we're going to have Jason Stitcher on a foot race, and he's going to win it. No icing. He throws it right up the middle, and Trish almost got a handle on it. But John Chick is ready to walk out of the zone, and does. And knocks it down, keeps it in the zone smartly by Becca. She has a chance to throw a backhander at the goal, and we've got Big Bill. Covers that one up, swallows it up with his glove, and gets some ice time. Jason Stitcher steps up against Neubauer. who is ready to take face off. Jason Stitcha wins the face, but gives it right up to Becca, and he tries to intercept. Neubauer almost had his handle on it. We've got Trisha throwing it back to Dennis, and Dennis is going to walk it out of the zone. He slings it across the middle, and Jason has a chance at it, but it gets a little ahead of his stick. People from the point calling for the ball. No dice. A Shark picks it up and throws it over to Allison Rapp, who's going to clear the zone with a Becca running down the wall. She's going to challenge in the corner, and she takes it. We got a mess coming in off the bench, so the ball rolls through to Allison Rapp. We got a ball down here in the corner, and the Shark is trying to throw it in. Kelly has got the ball and walking across, but Jeff Swig picks it up and walks into the zone. He's going to take it down to the wall, and we got some Sharks playing strong D. John Chick gets down behind, down low, and throws it across, but Jeff turns and takes a roundabout slap shot and a backhander. Looks like Trish had a little problem behind the goal there. She's coming up gimpy. But David Aufschluter got the ball, throws it to the far wall, picked up by Jeff, who tried to chip it in. Doesn't quite get it. We got a new lady on the floor here for the Knights. Leaves the zone. John Chick chips it in. Down in the corner, David's got the ball behind the net. He's getting hassled by Becca. David throws it right up the middle. A little dangerous, but he had two people on the ball. Two Knights chip it in. And we got a foot race to the corner. Two Sharks against one Knight. Three Sharks, actually. The Knights are walking it up against Kelly, throws it up to Lindenbaum. Lindenbaum dumps it down to the corner, and a speedy Aufschluter beats him to the ball. Chips it to the wall, but Kelly picks it up and throws it on goal. Ooh, that was a scary one for the Knights fans in the crowd. Lindenbaum's got it behind the goal. He's fighting for space against Heather. He turns and centers it smartly to Kelly, but Kelly can't quite get his stick on the ball for a clean shot. They're walking out of the zone, but Linda Nguyen keeps it, and we got some fresh legs coming in off the bench. Let me get a whistle. We got icing, and Scott Fairchild's got to go do a little cleanup down here in the corner and send it up for a face-off. 4 minutes left in the second period, still 1-0. Sharks ahead of the Gwendolyn Knights. A lot of hustle, a lot of gameplay, but not a lot of goals. Cena chips it across. He ends up throwing it to the point for the Sharks. Jake tries to clear it out, and Dennis provides some noise in disabling Lindenbaum to get a clean shot, but he's trying to walk it in. He throws a backhander on goal. No dice. Kelly behind the goal, centers off, and it's sitting in front. Oh my goodness. It gets cleared out by the Knights, and this could be icing, but Dennis is a speedy little guy. And it looks like a tie goes to the base runner. And we're clearing the zone. Sharks dumping it in. Self-pass down to the corner. Hightower's throwing it across the middle, but Kelly wasn't quite there for it. Lindenbaum sitting on the crease hoping for something and doesn't quite get it. Cena dumps the ball, trying to clear the zone, but it's kept in by the Sharks. Now it bounces across the midline, and we got to clear the zone. Hightower tags up and comes back on. Nguyen throws it back in, and Jake Morris slings it down the wing. We've got a collision at midfield that looks like we're going to call a penalty here. Not quite clear on what the call is yet, but it looks like it was on Dennis Jimenez. Interference for the Dennis Jimenez. We're going to walk it down here to the corner. Just 2 minutes left in the period. 1-0 Sharks. Jason Stitcha sprints in for a quick face-off win, but doesn't maintain the handle. Zach takes a slap at it, but doesn't get it in. He slings it to the corner. Becca, backhanded, up the wall, but doesn't end up with a Shark. Ends up on goal. Scott with a simple save. He slings it over to the corner. and Allison Rapp brings it out of the zone. Just taps it past. Jake throws it right back down and says, take that, and burns a little more time off the clock. Walking it up, cross ice to Neubauer. Bounces off his knees and comes out to middle, but they keep it in the zone and throw it down on goal. Jake Morris tries to get it out, and Allison Rapp keeps the zone, but looks like the Knights take control over the ball for the most part. Not a lot of offense on this. Not quite sure what the whistle was for. Something happened. We got some fresh legs of Heather Sprague sprinting into the game to join the defense on the penalty kill. And we've got Neubauer lined up with Jason Stitcha, who again wins the faceoff but ends up sending it to the point. Jason chips it off the wall and chips it off the wall and chips it off the wall, but couldn't get past Allison Rapp. Neubauer collects it up and tries to send it across the middle. It goes to the far wall, and Becca turns and shoots right on goal. Good shot, but not in. And Neubauer slings another one right at him, but that doesn't sink either. And we got Zach, who throws it across to the point, and the point tries to get it through, but Carolyn stands tall, and we've got just a few seconds left in this penalty. Looks like Jason's gonna strangely send it to the point again. We're gonna have to talk to Jason about why he keeps giving the point the easy pass. But nonetheless, we throw it across to him, and time expires as he enters the zone, and Jason Stitcha doesn't get a shot off before the period ends. And here we are entering the third period. Gwendolyn Knights versus the Street Sharks. Still 1-0. 15 minutes left to make a decision on this game. And we've got the Sharks down here huddled up, listening to the wise words of Michael Lindenbaum, who's giving his opinion on how they can maintain the win and maybe score another goal. John Chick is charged. Over here we've got the Blue Knights looking a little worse for the wear, trying to figure out how they can get one past Scott and Suds. Blowing the whistle, trying to get everybody back out there. The Knights throw a chant in, and the Sharks ready to blow it up for the third period. So we got the second line in here. Jeff Zweig, Carolyn, and Dennis stepping up against a newly shuffled line here. Hightower, John Chick, and Sheik. Sheik, known for his speed, fighting for the ball. John Chick tries to chip it in for him, and it bounces around Jeff Zweig. He collects it up and throws one on goal. Sorry I couldn't get that one in, but quick glove save. It would have gone over the goal nonetheless. It was a high shot, but it was a good quick snapshot made by Jeff. And looks like they're going to bring it out of the zone based on where Jeff shot it from. Not quite sure the call here and why it's going all the way back down, but it is. Jeff Zweig and Sheik. Sheik scoops it right to the point. Quick shot, doesn't get through. And John Chick taking a swap at it, but he doesn't get a handle on a good clean shot. Heather Sprague clears the zone smartly off the wall, and it's a foot race. Dennis is quickly closing in, but the Sharks throw it up the wall and dump it in deep. Jake picks it up. Oh, little mishandle there. He gets it up the wall to Dennis, who smartly chips it out of the zone, but it's not on goal. Scott taps it and gives up the, what I think would have been icing. Line of Nguyen comes up, throws it off the wall right to John Chick. He's waiting on it. He chips it through, and it's a foot race. Heather Sprague and John Chick to the corner. And he throws it right to the crease, but no one was home for that. At least not a Shark. Oh, and Hightower slips in. John Chick, all Mr. Hustle today in the zone. Hightower scrapping around in the goal mouth, trying to get a handle, And Dennis picks up the ball and throws it down off Lina so it won't be icing. Scott chucks it in behind the goal and gives Lina a place to roam. Carolyn Moore runs down on it. Jeff Zweig with a quick shot. Off the wall, but not on mark. We got a battle with the ladies here, but Becca turns and wins it. But Jeff Zweig scoops it up, throws it in, and goes and takes a break. Cena comes quickly running in behind that. And we got a shark on the ball. Throws it off Lindenbaum. No icing, Suds calls it. And we've got Jake Morris picking up the ball. He slings it far to the middle to Cena, but it loses his handle, and Kelly is in on the ball, trying to get it in on goal and get a good shot. He's looking for Lindenbaum, but he's not really open, even though he's calling for the ball. Sorry, Mike. That's the truth. We got the Sharks down behind the goal. No pressure coming, just standing flat-footed. And we got a lob pass over the middle, down deep, and Jake Morris steps up to pick it up, throws it up the wall, but that's a quick pickup by Becca. Becca's trying to hold the zone, and it gets down just past Allison, and we get a whistle. So we got a face-off coming back in the zone, 11:39 seconds left. Kelly trying to get it back to Lindenbaum to take a shot. We'll see who wins this one. And it gets thrown over the middle to Becca. And Becca tries to dump it in deep, but no dice, and it gets out of the zone just past Allison Rapp, who runs down to the corner. She's going to sling it across to the far side. Cena pushing some pressure in on the Sharks, but it stays the zone, and on goal from the high point, David Alschluter with a quick shot. Dennis trying to throw one on goal, doesn't get his stick on it, and Allison Rapp throws it across the middle dangerously. Sorry, Allison. Lindenbaum looks up, takes a shot. David Alschluter steps up and puts the stick on ball, blocks the shot. We've got the ball getting knocked around in the middle of the zone, and they're going to keep the zone and take the shot high to the top crossbar. And we've got Kelly throwing it back to Allison, who tries to dump it in goal. David smartly knocks it to the corner off his glove. We've got a battle on the boards, but it gets thrown back up to the point. He's going to dump it in deep to Kelly, and Kelly's rounding the goal, battling in the corner against David. And we got Rapp up on the ball, saving the zone, but Heather just as quickly clears it, but not out of the zone. David chips it high to Cena, who can't also get the zone. David gets a third shot at it and gets it over to Dennis Jimenez, who does get it out of the zone. It looks like they're going to get some fresh legs in on both teams. Dennis goes chucking down to the corner, and we got Jason Stitcha, picks it up off the point and takes a slapper, but not on goal. We've got a speedy Shark flying up the middle. He loses his handle, but Becca scoops it up and throws it right to Jason Stitcha, who throws it right to Dennis, who hopefully doesn't throw it right to Jason Stitcha. And Jason's got the ball and collects it behind the goal. What's he going to do? He can be shifty, and he walks it up. He throws it to the middle. Oh, and he almost puts it in the far post, but just misses. Stitcha back behind the goal, working against Allison Rapp. He throws it up to his lady, Carolyn, who can't quite get a grip on that. Throws it up to Becca, who clears the zone. This is going to be icing. So Becca clears the ice to get some fresh legs out there. A lot of pressure coming in from the Knights, but not a lot of goals. We've got 9 minutes left here for one of these teams to step up, and the Sharks either finish it with another goal, or the Knights trying to get a tie on here. Jason Stitcha at the goal against Neubauer. And Carolyn dunks it down to the corner to her bow. Jason Stitcha, who slings it over the middle, and with a big presence in front of the goal with a good screen, but not in through. We've got a battle in the corner with the Shark and the Stitcha. Hightower slings it out, but doesn't clear the zone, and Jake dunks it on. Carolyn steps up with a shot on goal, and it gets gloved away. to the corner. Lynn Nguyen looking to clear it. A lot of pressure on the wall here. We got a couple Sharks and a couple Knights. Slings it on goal by Heather Sprague, and it comes right to the middle to a Shark who chips it cleanly out of the zone. But not going to be an icing. Hightower goes speedily down, putting on the pressure, holds the zone. Zach dunks it in, but Carolyn chips it over to Jason and not out of the zone. Jake does cleanly clear it, and Jason stitched it almost fast enough, but it's going to be icing. 7:33 left in this game. Sud's working this game alone today, so he's got a bit of running to do. Looks like he's walking down to the face-off. We've got Jeff Zweig back in the game against Sheik. The face-off drops, and a clean win. And a shot off goal. But another scrum in the middle, and Bill swallows it up. Back for another face-off. Jeff and a Sheik. Sheik wins it again, clean, sends it back to the point. A backhander, but can't get it through all that traffic. Sheik speedily comes up on the ball and tries to dunk it back in, but Jeff Zweig steps up. He chips it over his knee, and looks like he almost had a fast break, but couldn't get a handle. And they send it back in the zone. Looks like it's hung up in the curtain. That's going to come back down to the Shark zone because that's where it was shot from. And we'll have a face-off. Jeff Zweig and Sheik. Sheik's been winning these. We'll see where it goes this time. Jeff puts a swap at it, sends it on goal. Immediately into a freeze by Scott. Mr. Fairchild puts the freeze on the ball, sends it back to the face-off circle, and Jeff Zweig, same drop, same play, same result. Scott Fairchild with the freeze. Let's see, third time in a row, same result, except for this time the Sharks scoop it up and send it out of the zone, but Carolyn keeps it in. She chips it over, and John Chick chips it over her, gets it to Sheik. Let's see if Sheik can use his speed to do something special. John Chick with an attempt, and a second attempt, and a third attempt, and throws it down to the corner to Sheik to scrum up with Jake Morris, who sends it over the middle, but it almost leaves the zone. Gets thrown back down. John Chick is fighting for it. Allison Rapp throws it on goal. Looks dangerous. Gets through. Doesn't end up on goal. Carolyn throws it up the wall over Allison Rapp's stick. That's not going to be icing because she got a piece of it. We go up against the wall. We got John Chick hustling on goal again. He gets in the zone. He's fighting for the ball. 3 on none. But Becca scoops it up. What's she going to do? She's going to dunk it. Oh, and that looks pretty dangerous, but Bill drops down quickly to cover. John Chick frenzy feeding around the crease mouth today. He's definitely got his hustle on. I think he learned something when he went to that Caps game on Friday night. How to jam the crease. Kelly's ready to take up the face-off, but it's lost against the wall somewhere. Becca gets a piece of it and tries to throw it back down on goal. Lindenbaum scoops it up and gets a shot, but it wasn't clean. He fights for the ball on the wall. He slings it across to Kelly, but it doesn't make it. And Big Bill puts the freeze down. Kelly up for the face-off. Tremblay waiting, hoping for the ball off the face, and it goes to Hightower instead. Cena comes around the corner, throws it up the wall. Dave tries to clear the zone but doesn't get it. He gets a second chance though, and he throws it back down the wall in the corner, and the big man Wamble with a big shot. Doesn't quite get all of it though. And they clear the zone. Michael Smartley puts it up against the wall, and now he's fighting Cena, and it's a battle. Battling on the wall. It's not clean. Dave tries to clear the zone but doesn't get the right angle on this shot. And Lindenbaum slings one on goal but disregarded by Bill. off his pads. It's a fight, and we've got Heather Sprague. She puts a big chip on it, throws it down the wall, ends up in the zone for the Sharks, but they collect it up, looking to bring it out quickly. And that bad Michael Lindenbaum slipping into the zone a little early. Shame on him. We got the puck drop. Hightower slings it up. Carolyn collects it. Kelly tries to scoop it up. Lindenbaum tries to throw everything on goal at this point. Smart man. Anything can drop. You just need an insurance goal. He's got another chance at it, and he slings that one on. And Kelly's hacking away at it at the crease mouth, but Bill swallows that one up and freezes it. And we're going to get a change of some bodies here for the Knights. Excuse me, for the Sharks. In comes Becca, Neubauer, Herbert, Visalis, and the Raptor, Allison. Face-off drops. It's getting slung around. Dennis is pretty speedy. He's trying to get down the wall, fighting for it, but he's playing one-handed too much. He slings it towards the middle and ends up into a Shark stick. Heather Sprague keeps the zone, but Zach tucks it out neatly, and the ball gets played back into the zone, and it's lost somewhere. We don't know where. Where, oh where, did the ball go? Looks like it's hung up in the curtain again. We try to figure it out, but we've got more than one ball here at the DCHL. We pick up a fresh ball. Jeff Swig slings it down to the corner. Dennis goes running for it, and it's quickly and promptly dunked out of the zone by the Sharks. That's going to be icing. 1:12 left. Can the Sharks get a tie and goal off this face-off? Or will the Sharks just keep dunking it? Looks like the Sharks call a timeout. 1:12 left. Maybe the Knights call the timeout. Looks like they're scrumming up, strategizing mightily. What can they do to break through Scott Fairchild? What aren't they doing? Looks like Jeff Swig is a man of action. He wants to get back out to the face-off circle. He's looking for a goal. And the players return to the floor. Looks like it's going to be a Sheik versus Jeff face-off again. Sheik's been winning most of these. Let's see where it goes. And the Sharks win it, but it's fumbling around down around the goal. It's loose. Zach tucks it out, but Jeff turns and shoots right on goal. What a beautiful shot. Come on, David. Can't get his shot off fast enough. And it looks like we're going to get a zone clear. No. Tries to keep it. It's at the point. Oh, it's a great shot on goal by Jeff Swig. He is really trying to put the pressure on here. Across to Dennis. Dennis enters the zone. What's he going to do? He better do something quickly. He sends it across the ice, and Zach scoops it up and walks it down, and everybody's screaming at him to take his time. Take his time. And an empty net goal. And that'll just about do it. 35 seconds left. Empty net goal. Zach Herbert with the empty netter. 22 seconds. We're not even sure if we're going to get another face-off here. Looks like we will. Lindenbaum steps up. And he dunks it down in the deep end. 21 seconds left in this period. And that's it. That'll do it. Street Sharks down the Blue Knights 2-1 with a late empty net goal. And we've got Allison Rapp, Neubauer, Lindenbaum, Kelly, Sheik, and number 73 Herbert with the empty netter today. Scott Fairchild made some big saves here in the third. He was the difference between that game being unbroken. Ends up with a shutout. He couldn't let Jeff Zwig score a goal with a few seconds left in the game. And he held off the Blue Knights from putting one past him today. Great game, Scott Fairchild. I'd give him the game and gave him the ball for the day. I would say a second close might end up being Michael Lindenbaum. There's a lot of hustle out of him today. I don't know that he got a goal, but nonetheless, a lot of hustle. But we're going to give it to Fairchild. He had the shutout.